Hello, neighbors, it's Crazy Double D with HD Gaming Live, and I'm here with another review. In Norse mythology, the Jotun were giants who were some of the first living creatures ever created. Is this game a giant failure? Let's find out. Jotun tells the story of Thora, a Norse warrior who has died an inglorious death. As such, her entry to Valhalla is not a done deal, and she finds herself in Guanacamayap, the void between worlds. Because she lived a glorious life, she has been given a second chance to prove her worth. If she can defeat the 5 elemental Jotun, she'll get her ticket to paradise. In order to fight the Jotun, Thora will need to obtain runes which are hidden inside different levels. While she explores these levels, she can also be gifted with various powers of the gods, giving her special abilities like extra speed and stronger attacks or defense. Once the runes of an area have been obtained, the battle with the Jotun can begin. As Jotun are defeated, Thora tells you a little about her backstory and the story that led her to this place. If you're familiar with Norse mythology, or hell, even just Marvel's Thor movies, you'll recognize many of the names of the gods and monsters that you come across. Thora is a refreshing character in that she's a Viking woman who is obviously physically strong, wears full body armor, and knows how to swing an axe. I love strong women in video games. The first thing you'll notice about Jotun is the art style. The game is entirely hand-drawn, and that care certainly shows in the beautiful scenery you'll be traversing throughout the game. At various times, the camera will pull back and give you sweeping looks at magnificent vistas. Each level is unique and interesting to explore. While the game is not particularly complicated, it's also not going to hold your hand. The game drops you right into its world without so much as button prompts to tell you how everything works. You have a map available in the pause screen, but it doesn't tell you where you are or what the icons mean. It's not difficult to figure it out. Soon you'll be navigating the larger levels with ease. Thanks for treating me like an adult. The two key aspects of the game are exploration and combat, but those two things are handled in two very distinct ways. While there are enemies to defeat in some of the levels, others are entirely void of life, like 3/4 of the planets I landed on in No Man's Sky. Instead, those levels focus on simply the exploration of each new world and the discovery of items. There are still plenty of obstacles in each world that might kill you, but once you learn how each works, avoiding them is fairly easy. Puzzles are simple to understand, even for me. When you enter into battle with the Jotun is when the real fighting happens. Armed with a double-bladed axe, a fast light attack, and a slow strong attack, you take on massive giants. Your own character becomes teeny tiny in order to fit the entire Jotun into frame. Like the level in which you find them, each Jotun is a unique creature with a variety of phases to their attacks. These are not battles to be taken lightly. The Jotun's strength is on par with their size, and each has the ability to make short work of Thora if you're not able to avoid their attacks. You will likely die a lot, but that's okay. I died a ton. The battles are fun and always interesting to look at, so you'll likely be willing to try again when you die. I was. My only instances of real frustration were when I felt that I was out of range of a Jotun strike, only to get utterly clobbered and lose 1/3 of my life. To be fair, it worked both ways, as there were times that I didn't seem to be close enough to hit the behemoth, but a swing of the axe connected. All of the game's levels are open at the beginning, which allows you to explore and attack in any order. This also means that you can pick up the various power-ups at any time. So if you need a little extra firepower to take down the current Jotun, you can find it elsewhere and come back. If you're looking for a beautiful world to explore and great boss battles to be had, you can't go wrong here. It won't be easy to earn the gods' favor, but it's something you'll be playing again and again in order to get it. Pick Jotun up now in the PSN store. Hey neighbors! Hope you liked the review and found it informative enough to make a purchase. Or not. I really appreciate the comments. Keep rocking, and I'll see you at the next block party.